Good day. So we are going to discuss your cost behavior. There are materials given with your cost behavior. This one is just a summary. Okay. Uh, as to the materials, I'll be discussing that as well. Okay. Now, when you say behavior, the basis in classifying costs will be, ano natin kung tatama kayo sa iniisip nyo, the driver. Okay? And what is most crucial is driver. And so, when you are asked to do the cost function, okay? Remember, when you are asked to do the cost function, you should know whose perspective. Okay? You have to look at whose perspective. Kasi pwedeng ang tinatanong sa inyo, cost function ng product, cost function ng department, okay? Or the cost function of the whole organization. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, in the absence of any statement, no? Yan, in the absence of any statement. Wala, sinabi lang compute or show the cost function. It has to be for the whole organization. Okay? Pag walang sinabi as to cost function. And preferably, this is reflected based on behavior. Ano ba ibig sabihin kasi ng total cost? Total cost is equal to pag based on function, okay, that would be manufacturing plus non-manufacturing. Pag based on behavior, that would be fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay? And then, based on my own definition, okay, this is my own. So, total cost is equal to physical factor multiplied by the monetary factor. Okay? And based in math, okay, total cost is equal to y of a plus bx. The total cost is the y, which is the dependent variable. A will be your fixed cost, which is the intercept. Okay. B will be the variable rate, which is your slope, that is the rise over run, and your x will be the driver or the independent variable. Okay? And what is crucial with the assumption? You assume what? A linear relationship. Okay? So, since we are assuming linear relationship, so your y-axis will be the total cost and your x-axis will be your driver or the x. Diba? Driver or the independent. Ito yung dependent. Okay? So, how do you graph your fixed cost? Your fixed cost will be like this. Ay, nako. Talagang ang kamay ko hindi maaasahan sa pagka-drawing. But anyway, alam mo na, ayan. Para namang improve konti. This will be your fixed cost. And what is the nature of the fixed cost? That is, in total, it is fixed. Per unit, it varies. But the relationship is inverse. What do we mean by that? Kasi tingnan nyo, class, ito yung drawing. But the crucial here would be looking at relevant range. It is fixed cost only within the relevant range because we know that in the long run, all costs are variable. Because the only permanent in this world is change. Ito, going back. Bakit inverse? Kasi, let's say, you have 10,000 as your fixed cost and your product in units, this is your driver. Okay? Ano pa ibang term ng driver mo? Ito natin, itatama kayo ng iniisip. Independent variable. Diba? Pag ito ay 1,000 units, o di 10. Pag ito ay per unit. Pag naging 2,000, ilan yan? 10 divide by 2. Hirap ano? Di 5 per unit. So, yun yung sinasabing inverse. Habang tumataas, yung cost driver mo, lumiliit per unit. Pero in total, it is the same. It doesn't change. Okay? Kasi crucial yung pagtandaan nyo ng behavior nila in total at behavior nila pag per unit or dapat hindi ko ginamit yung per unit. Kaya ko lang ginagamit yung per unit kasi ang common na cost driver ay the product. But if you are in decision making, you need to always look at what was the driver being used or what is the independent variable. Okay? Yun muna ang una nyong hinahanap para valid yung inyong magiging cost function and the assumption of the behavior of cost. Okay? Now, how about if it is variable cost? So, if it is variable cost, ganito yung itsura niya. Diba? Ayan yung variable cost mo. Ito yung X. Ito yung Y. So, this is the total cost and this is the units of the product. Ang nature niya ay ano? Pag total, it varies, it changes. And the relationship is direct. Pag nag-increase si X, nag-i-increase si Y. Okay? And then, if it is per unit, it will be fixed. Okay? Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, you have to look at the perspective. Is it total that is being asked or is it per unit? Okay? And so your total cost line will look like this. Okay, Y, X. This is your total cost line. Because you have your fixed and the variable. Okay? And so, going back to our formula, Why do I say that total cost is physical factor multiplied by monetary factor? Kasi, di ba, what are the factors you consider in computing for cost? Okay nga? Di ba yan, no? Dito, this is your fixed cost. This is your variable cost. Magkaiba yan, Hindi monetary factor, variable cost. Pag kinumpute mo yung variable cost mo, hindi ba ano yan? Meron kang rate, tapos meron kang driver. At yung driver na to, mas madalas, physical factor. Ano yung mga physical factor mo? It would be units. It would be, ito yung number ng units o yung volume. At yung volume pwedeng, ano pwede nyo gawin sa volume? Pwedeng production, pwedeng sold. Diba? Pwede rin na ang driver mo ay activity. Gaano kadalas mo itong ginagawa? Diba? O ginagamit. Okay? Ano pa yung pwede mong maging physical factor? Mag-isip nga kayo. Volume of production, volume ng sale, activity. Pinakamadaling makarelate dyan. Kung meron kang departamento, okay? Kasi pwedeng department, pwedeng business unit. So, ano lang pinaparamdam ko sa inyo? Na dapat talaga alam mo kung ano yung driver kasi madalas siya yung physical factor at ito yung nagiging dahilan para bumaba o tumaas ang inyong mga gastos bilang isang organisasyon. Okay? So, anong priority sa paggawa ng cost function? Pag pin-present nyo yan, it should be preferably based on behavior. Okay? So, dahil all cost ay variable in the long run and ang nag-define kung bakit ang isang cost ay fixed, variable, ma'am, di ba tatlo yung behavior ng cost? Hindi lang fixed, hindi lang variable, kung hindi mix. Kasi, pagdating mo sa product, ang direct material, ang direct labor, variable, pero ang factory overhead ay mix. No? Mas marami doon ang mix cost. Ang madalas lang naman na pwede nyo i-assume na fix, pag ang ginagamit mong depreciation, straight line. O kaya yung mga rent. Yung rent, pag tinignan mo yung kontrata, habang tumatagal, tataas yan. Kaya nga sabi, in the long run, all costs are variable. No, the only reason that it had been fixed because you have a relevant range. Okay? Kita nyo ko, sinulat ko na naman, relevant cost. Iba yung, anyway, yan. Relevant range. Okay? Kaya meron kayong, yung last topic natin sa term 1 ay yung estimation methods. Dahil, hindi pwede yung two-timer pag sa accounting. Diba? Kailangan, you always start with dalawang magkarelasyon. Hindi katulad sa finance, allowed kayo ng a polygamous type of relationship. Pero pag nasa accounting kayo, sa ayaw at sa gusto nyo, dalawa lang kayong magkarelasyon. O, ayan. So, yung mixed cost mo, obligadong paghiwalayin mo into fixed and variable. Dahil sa estimation method, mahihiwalay mo siya. Magiging fixed, magiging variable. Okay? At valid lang yung assumption na yan within the relevant range. Now, ano ba yung relevance ng behavior in making decisions? Ba't kailangan na ang cost function preferably ay based on behavior? When in fact, kapag ka sa FS, pinipresent natin to based on functions. Kasi yung function, it would benefit internal tsaka external user dahil sa FS. No? That's how you would show your cost. But if it is for internal, kasi may salita kayong management eh. Basta may salitang management, hindi ang focus mo ay external. It's of the internal. Okay. Because you have to use it for planning purposes, no? Planning decisions, okay? And when you make planning decision, this will be your ano yung mga ginagawa mo dyan? You have your budgets, budgeting, because crucial dyan ang cost function. Your cost, volume, profit analysis, which you compute for your break-even point and margin of safety. Okay? When you are looking at standard costing. Okay? Bakit na? Hindi ka makakagawa ng budget without the cost function. Hindi mo malalaman yung break-even point kung hindi mo alam yung fixed at saka variable. Kasi kino-compute mo to, di ba? Yung contribution margin dapat alam mo. Okay? Dahil kadalasan, yung fixed cost ang numerator, tapos dinidivide mo lang sa contribution margin. Dinadagdagan na lang yan. Ito yung pinaka-base mo sa formula mo. Diba? So, when it comes to planning decisions, well, behavior is very important. Kasi ito yung mga ginagamit mo. Sulat. Ano pa? You have responsibility accounting. Behavior is important. No? And then how about controlling decision? Ano sabi natin sa controlling? You are monitoring. There will be comparison. Okay? And what are the tools that we do here? One that is most common would be variances. So you compare actual with reality. Yeah? Ma'am, yung actual tsaka reality parehas. O yan. Sige. It is reality versus expectation. But that is, expectation is in the form of standard cost. Reality is in the form of actual cost. Okay? So, yan yung most common na ginagamit. So, it's almost 20 minutes. Let's have another discussion related to behavior. differentiating the costing methods. No? Thank you very much and keep safe.